everyone, I'm back today with another Traveler's Notebook insert. I'm actually going to do the other side of the page that I did yesterday. So I'm going to create a Traveler's Notebook layout documenting my favorite podcast. This is the kind of stuff I like to document in my Traveler's Notebook. The stuff that is like goofy, you know, the TV shows I'm watching, the books I'm reading, the podcasts I'm listening to, stuff like that, really. And then I also like to add in little family stories, things that, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by backing up that rainbow that I left kind of like as a piece sticking out of my Traveler's Notebook yesterday. I'm just going to back the back of that with a white cardstock. That's going to give me a nice area there to kind of work with on the other side. So I have these cut files. These are, they're called, I think, pie chart cut files. They're from Cut to You. And I decided that I'm going to back some. So this Traveler's Notebook layout is based on this month's Scrap Lift Challenge at Spiegelmom Scraps. If you've never seen the Scrap Lift Challenge and you're part of the group, you can always find it in the announcements. And every month, one Scrap Lift Challenge participant is randomly chosen, and they get a $15 gift certificate to the shop, which is really, really good when you're talking about sequins. So that's a lot of sequins. 5 or 6 packs anyway. Or you can get Trimmer's paints, or you can get, you know, anything that you want from the store. So some of these pie chart I'm going to cut and back, and some I'm going to fill in then with what is this called? Sequins! Yes! Sequins. Whoa. Anyway, so the scrap lift for this month is actually a 12 by 12 layout, and it uses Chamel's Field Trip, the specialty paper, which was like in a kind of like pie chart shape, and some pieces were covered with sequins and stuff like that. So for my interpretation of that scrap lift, I'm interpreting using the pie chart cut files, filling in some of those pie pieces with sequins, and then I'm also using some Chamel products on my layout as well, but my products are going to be from the Glitter Girl collection. So that is how I am choosing to interpret the scrap lift for this month, and you can interpret that scrap lift in any way that you desire, any way you want. So I'm just going to continue on here very easily, backing the cut file. And then you'll see here how I'm going to go ahead then, and once I have the pie pieces backed with the pattern paper that I want, then I'm going to back the entire area, the entire cut file with white cardstock. And once I have it backed with white cardstock, I have a collection of sequins here. So these are gumdrop sequins. Initially I thought I was going to put them in that little triangle thing, but I'm only going to be picking up certain sequins to fill in these white spaces. So I'm going to grab my Crystal Katana, and this is very easy. I'm just going to go in here. I'm putting some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. I'm going to get my sequins in there, and just going to go. I'm going to keep some colored, some not. I used some of the new Amethyst Geode sequin mixes. This one that I'm pulled out right now is Gumdrop. I used the blue Bludgeoned, the pink Poison. And then the last one I used was Trippy Tanzanite, which is an older sequin mix. I don't think it's available anymore, but you can see how I'm doing this. I'm just filling in those pie chart areas with sequins. And I'm going to go ahead and create 3 different pie chart pieces. The third one I went ahead and cut in half. And then I am using this pattern paper from Glitter Girl for inside of my pocket. A sequin fell off, so I'm just adding another sequin in there. And you can see how pretty these turned out. This was not hard to do at all. The Crystal Katana made it super easy to get those sequins all lined up and into the different pie chart areas. And yeah, it was a bit time consuming. It's not a quick process, but it's not hard at all. So This little piece that you see here that I am using, and there's going to be another piece that I'm going to use too, those are some old printables from a click kit that featured the Glitter Girl collection. It would have been a number of years ago. But I'm going to go ahead and use those printable pieces that I had them like already cut out and in with all of my other Glitter Girl supplies. I'm going to use these cute little, not sticky at all letter stickers. And you can see because I put I'm going to end up pulling them all off because they're not sticking. And I'm going to have to use some glue and give each of the lines of my title some glue and then put the letter stickers back down into them. And I was much better prepared for the rest of my title because I would just put the glue and then put the letter stickers on top. And now I'm adding 2 of these fun phrase stickers to my title piece. This title piece is another cut file from Cut to You. It's actually the leftovers from a set that I used on another layout, and this one has just like this little ticket piece that's been hanging around on my desk, and I was like, let's use that. Now on this little sticker sheet, there are these cute little pie chart hexagons and circles, which I thought worked really, really well with the rest of my design for my layout. And this is the piece that's going to go ahead and go into this pocket page notebook. This pocket page notebook is getting chunky monkey, let me tell you. I only have just 2 spreads left to do in this notebook, so we're going to get those done and out of the way really soon, and then this one will be finished. So the nice thing is because I put that white cardstock on the back of these pinwheel pieces or pie chart pieces, I can just pop them right onto the other side of the paper just using a tape runner. And you can see how nice that pie chart piece kind of just fits in and works with that piece that's kind of like sticking out. I'm going to go ahead and use this piece of scrap paper that's from the Glitter Girl collection to give a mat to my photo. So this is a screenshot of one of the podcasts that I listened to like practically immediately upon it coming out on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I love history, and the girls that host this podcast are just amazing. They tell such nice stories, and it's fun, and it's always something a little bit different. It's not just people. Sometimes last time it was like a science story about helium and how helium was invented, so that was pretty cool. So I have this little cut apart. It looks like a cell phone. I really wanted to use it because most of the time I listen to my podcast on my cell phone, but it has this makeup brush graphic on it, and I didn't want the makeup brush. I just kind of wanted to tuck the little cut apart piece, the little cell phone piece in there. And I also have some epoxy flares from Scrap and Happy Studio. For me, when you have chunky monkey notebooks, I always make my notebooks too chunky, but when you do that, some of the best embellishments you can put in a traveler's notebook are sequins and epoxy flare because they offer a lot of bang and a lot of interest and just nice awesomeness without a lot of bulk. Most of these sequins are quite flat, and then the way I've laid them down onto those pie chart pieces, they're very flat. So this is pretty much going to complete this layout. I think I add a couple, maybe some stickers here and there, but for the most part, we're going to call this one done. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Here are some close-ups. Be sure to head over and grab some gorgeous sequins for yourself if you're interested. You can find my affiliate link and all the information for the Spiegelmom scraps down below. I'll talk to you all again very soon. Bye.